Mr. Speaker, it's with a great sense of sorrow that I rise to remember a prominent North Dakota journalist and friend, Terry DeVine, whose funeral was held today in Fargo. If North Dakota had a Hall of Fame for journalists, Terry DeVine would go in by acclamation. He was tough, smart, hard-working, and fair. Fortunately for us, he spent most of his career at the Fargo Forum, where over the years we came to know he had a mighty big heart as well. My indelible memories of Terry include his early years at the Forum, which coincided with my early years in politics. As if my first trip to the Fargo Forum, our state's largest newspaper, wasn't unnerving enough. There was hard-charging Terry DeVine, former collegiate football player, Marine Corps combat veteran. He presented a gruff demeanor that clearly conveyed, "Don't even think of trying to BS the Fargo Forum." In fact, his journalist skepticism was a point of pride with Terry. After a politician sparked his ire by complaining about what he saw as the unnecessary intrusions of reporters in pursuit of a story, Terry wrote about the role of press in holding officials accountable. The relationship between a reporter and a politician should be like the relationship between a barking dog and a chicken thief, he proudly quoted from his former colleague, Jules Lowe. True to his writing, Terry relished the watchdog role of the press. I consider it a true privilege to have known and worked with Terry DeVine for nearly 3 decades. I came to admire not just his prowess at writing and running a newspaper, but his unflagging intellectual curiosity, his deeply anchored sense of right and wrong, and his compassion for the average Joe. The Terry we knew ran the gamut, from hard-charging city editor, like a character out of Front Page in the early days, to a quieter but steady leader through years of personal health adversity. His quick humor and core values never changed, and in his determined perseverance, he gave us the very best lessons of a remarkably dedicated and talented journalist. I called him a week ago to say goodbye. I wanted to tell Terry of my respect for his career, my enjoyment of our visits over the years, and that in our dealings I felt he had always been fair. Whether I got all that across or not, I don't know. I'm not good at saying goodbye. But Terry, without a hint of self-pity, thanked me for the call, and he thanked me for our friendship. That was so like Terry. Strong, direct, on point. Terry DeVine's career has set a high bar for journalists in North Dakota. Come to think of it, he set a high bar for all of us. He had a life well lived, a career of distinction, and an impact that we'll never forget. Godspeed, Terry. I yield back.